Do that again. Hi, welcome to High Shelf Collective. This is the new show, Hyrule Historia. Hi, we're going to be the people that are in it. It's run by the fabulous Connor, who's back
Let's
again. We're
go.
super excited. Um, Today is Sunday, so let me just give you a little bit of a rundown what's happening here on High Shelf Collective for the next week. We actually don't have anything until Wednesday, which, if you've been keeping up with HSC on Wednesdays, we're right in the middle of uh, Ascension Part 2, which is a part of our Cyberpunk Red anthology series. They are doing a murder mystery type thing, and then there's weird stuff with dreams, and they are now connecting stuff to the first series. So it's really cool. If you've checked out the first series and now you're checking out the second one, there's connections. It's great. And there's going to be more of the anthology series. So really keep up with that this year. Super fabulous. Um, Oh, I guess I should have asked before we started this. Ethan, do we have red markets this week?
Maybe.
Maybe. So
Tune in to find
maybe,
out.
maybe
Keep your
Thursday
eyes.
we'll have red markets. We've been dealing with some, just real life stuff. So red markets will be back eventually, if not this week. Um, then nothing. Then come back here again Sunday for a double feature. There is the Savage Kingdom of Day. Wait. There's like multiple names. It's Matt. Help me. It's Dayar.
Rise of the Orphean.
Rise of the Orphean. There we go. I was like, wait. Savage Kingdoms of Dayar, Rise of the Orphean, which is a D&D 5e homebrew run by Gunmetal Draws. Pretty cool, Cool stuff happening there. So that's about midday, and then we'll have another episode of this. So yeah, we got some stuff. We got some other new series that are coming. So make sure to follow us on all of our social media. Follow us on Discord or join our Discord. Don't follow us, join our Discord. Be a part of the community. We hang out and have fun there. So, and you can always know what's happening HSC wise there as well. So, before we get into the thick of it, I will do a little loopy and everybody just tell who you are and where people can find you. Don't talk about your character yet. And maybe if you have some little things coming up, you can discuss that. But I'm going to start with Connor. So, Connor, who are you?
Hi, I'm Connor. I use he or whatever pronouns. Any and all work. I play things on the internet. Like literally last night, we finished off playing Zelda Phantom Hourglass. Um, I'm gonna be streaming some Metroidvania dating sim hybrid things. That's the plan. It's probably going to be a trash fire, and who boy am I excited for it. Um, and then you can also find me playing D&D 5e on Monday nights on Indoor Adventures Twitch channel. Not this week. We are about to fight Orcus. That's fun. Yay. What else am I doing? I sometimes make TTRPG stuff and I put it on my website for free, including this Cypher menu that you can print out. It's got the rules and shit. Cyberwolf1201.com.
Nice. Everybody go check it out. Support Connor. I'm gonna go in the circle as I see it here in Video Ninja. So Gavin, you're next.
Hi, I'm Gavin. You can find me in HSC, and you can see me at HSC. That's about it.
Short, sweet, to the point. Nice. Very nice. Matt, how about you? I'm doing this way.
On me for the loot.
You were eating a snack. Haha.
Yeah. First off, my name's Matt. Pretty much only active on HSC stuff. Connor, if you've not heard of it, Boyfriend Dungeon is an amazing dating sim that you should take a look out for that stream. Yep, it's awesome. But other than that, yeah, I'm here periodically as a guest player with HSC.
You're in DAR, you're in Mass Effect. Got multiple things on here. Very nice. And last but not least, Ethan. I can't talk.
Hi. I feels like it's been years since I've done one of these. I'm Ethan. I'm here now, pretty much exclusively. Unless I'm playing Final Fantasy 14, which I do constantly. Um, I am in Red Markets on Thursday when we have that, and I'm also in Mass Effect when we have that. And that's about it. That's all I do, pretty much. I'm on social media as EJ the Grey, and I commit various crimes against humanity with my really, really bad jokes. So, yeah.
Can confirm. And I am Blair, otherwise known as underscore Canadian Moose all over the place. You can find me here doing stuff. Just playing in a Numbskulls game yesterday. So if you haven't checked both of those one shots, then go check them out because they were absolute chaos. Fridays, I am also on 2000 Tales, their Weird Web, which it's a Monster of the Week game. And the lore is extensive, but I play a woke frat boy who's actually a knight of the round table, and I just got my memories back. So figure out what that means. Then next Sunday, I'll be back on Lost Caravan playing Nova. And it was a one shot. Now it's episode 3. So we'll see how long we can keep pushing that game for. But yeah. And then, yeah, just here. So cool. Everybody, we're ready. We're breathing. And I'm going to give it to you, Connor, to get us going.
Welcome to the Kingdom of Hyrule. It's been 35 years since the Reign of Malice, the first cataclysm to happen to the kingdom in living memory. On that night, the 7 sages were assassinated, monsters swarmed the land, and the goddess's mythic champions, the Princess of Destiny and the knight chosen by the Master Sword, appeared to save the land from ruin. But that awful time has passed comfortably into history. Now, just days before the kingdom prepared to celebrate the new year during the Festival of Time, the people's usually festive spirits are dampened. The new regent, Chancellor Oza, speaking on behalf of Princess Liana Hyrule, has just delivered the news of the sudden passing of Queen Zelda. Our story begins, as many humble stories do, in a tavern. Here in the quiet town of Mabe Village, a half-day's journey south of the gates of Castletown, a guard wipes the snow and mud off his armored boots before swinging open the door and letting the cold morning air wash over the sputtering candles of Velma's bar. He grabs a stool in front of the long counter where a plump bird-like woman cleans the dust off of a bottle that she holds in her white feathered hands, labeled Chateau Romani. The guard removes his steel helmet, revealing pointed ears flushed from the chill of the morning's watch poking through his close-shaved hair. Something warm this morning, Belma, if it's not too much trouble? He asked to the Rio bartender. The barkeep smiles, lets out a soft trill, nods, and looks to the table of 4, who settled down a few moments ago. Anything I can get the 4 of you dears while I'm up and about? Would the 4 of you like to describe your characters? Let's start off. Datuk. I'm going to butcher your names first,
Nope,
and then
Datuk
you can correct
works.
me.
Datuk works. I think so. Datuk is kind of a kindly, just past middle-aged man who's kind of calloused hands and thick muscles, but kind of always hiding it in like baggier clothes. And he's probably whittling something just into his hand, just kind of like a little kind of a tree sculpture. And he'll say, just some warm water for tea, please.
All right. What is your character sentence?
My character's sentence is, Datuk is a beneficent explorer who works for a living.
Sweet. Roll a d6.
Okay. I rolled a 1. That's.
Roll another d6.
I rolled a 6.
Okay. Seagull. What can you describe yourself?
Yeah. Sequel is also a Rito, so bird person. Is more on the smaller side, but pretty bundled up right now. Has probably like a hood, and then just stuff to keep her warm. Also has lighter feathers, but then her clothing will have like accents of orange, and she has a decent sized leather satchel bag, um, and she'll just look to the woman and be like, "Ooh, water too for me."
And she'll do a polite little nod. Can you roll a d6 for me?
Yes. Oh, should I read my little sentence too?
Yes, please.
My sentence is Sequel is a Rito explorer who explores dark places. And my D6 roll, I also got a 6. Should I roll again?
No, roll again.
Okay. 2.
Okay. You can add. Okay. This makes sense. Soren.
Well, yeah. So Soren is a Gerudo, and since I'm not the one Gerudo man, I would therefore be a Gerudo woman. And yeah, she is dressed for the winter. She's from the desert, so probably not that used to the cold weather. So definitely wearing like a pretty heavy cloak. And would probably have like most of her like everything covered at this point, really. But you can see the like tan skin of the Gerudo, and then like maybe some like orangey sort of hair, that color kind of like falling out from beneath the cloak. But yeah, she'll like kind of look around and see and just say, water as well. Sure.
Right. What's your character sentence?
My character sentence is a weird adept who befriends the black dog.
All right. And roll a d6 for me.
I have the Numenera dice set, so I actually have like. I rolled a 1.
Okay. Roll a d6.
I rolled a 2.
Okay. And last but not least, Virus.
Virus is a Zora warrior. He's wearing more or less like the equivalent of board shorts, just around, and then he has sort of like loose netting that serves as kind of like a chainmail, kind of around his chest area. And he's just gonna look up and smile and say, "Some ice water, please." That's it. Oh, and my character sentence is Virus is a Zora warrior who is cheerful and too proud for his own good.
Okay. That was not what I was prepared for. We will roll with it.
Oh, if I had another one written down elsewhere, I lost my notes. So this
I
is
think
what
it's
I have.
I think it's wields an
Wields an
enchanted
enchanted
weapon.
weapon.
Yeah.
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 Whoops. Ignore that.
Cool. Okay. That was your background. You're okay. Cool. We got it. Roll a d6.
6, 2. All right.
Okay. All right. Roll a d10. Okay. All right. hot water, water, room temperature. Pointing at gesturing at Soren.
Yes, that'll be fine.
And ice water. All right. And she'll like ruffle her feathers and then move off to go fetch everybody some water. The four of you have been staying here over the night. What's been going on?
Do we know each other?
You at least know each other for the night. Pretty much there was only one room in the inn, as people have been making their way toward Castletown.
How many beds, Connor?
Enough.
How many beds?
A number of beds.
There actually had to be 5 because any male Zora I've seen is huge. Zora warriors are huge. So 2 beds. 2 beds for Very.
Tall and lanky.
Datuk is Hylian. I forgot to mention that. Silly me. Sorry.
Was there anybody else in our room or just us?
It's the 4 of you. So in my mind's eye, the 4 of you just happened to either you've been traveling together for a while, or you came here last night and all pretty much needed a room at the same time.
It's like a hostile situation going on.
It's a small village. They weren't expecting this many people to be coming at this time.
That's fair. That's fair.
Totally fair. I think. And what time of day is it right now?
Morning.
Morning, right?
Very early morning.
I think at some point, either last night or this morning, Datuk probably would have offered to, be a handyman or help with anything that was needed. Maybe kind of, oiling up any hinges, doing any carpentry, anything like that. So if anything was asked of him, he'd probably, ask to, help during that time, either last night, this morning, whatever.
You go.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that Sora's probably been pretty awkward. I don't know that she's left the Gerudo lands, the desert, very often. And so I don't know that she has a lot of experience with people that aren't Gerudo. And so has just been kind of keeping to herself and trying to be polite and not saying that much yet, but yeah.
Sequel will probably try to break the silence at the table. A little bit of a so what has everybody's most exciting adventure been before? Big or small, or just anything cool y'all have ever done?
I mean, I have all kinds of amazing stories that I could tell. What are you in the mood for? Do you want something fantastical? Do you want something, relaxed? What are you thinking?
It's morning, so probably a good idea to wake up a little bit more, especially since we all just got water, and that's not really caffeinated or anything. But it's how about just a really exciting something?
Ooh, okay, all right. Well, and he'll start standing up, and taking great poses.
Oh, Sequel's like this on the table, just so oh my god.
Excuse me. And she sort of skirts around
Good timing.
the giant shark man to put down everybody's varieties of water. And since one of you did specifically ask for tea, there is a couple of different kinds of tea.
Thank you. Thank you.
Enjoy. Let me know if you need anything. She goes back to setting up the bar.
Thank you. Grabs his water, chugs it. It's immediately down crunching on the ice. Okay, where was I? Oh yes, I was taking my normal patrols down Lake Hyrule, and there's this adventurer getting ready, this caravan of some sort crossing a bridge, and all of a sudden this giant water octorok popped out of nowhere and started grabbing on the sides of this poor villager's cart, shaking it, and popping up and shot a couple of its rocks through the top of the caravan.
No.
And then it was at that point where I heroically jumped up with my trusty trident, spun it around, knocked it with the flat end, kind of like it was with the board, said, "Back, you foul cretin," as I hit it in the face, and on my way down, I just swiveled around and landed on top of it, freeing the villager and allowing him to escape to safety. It was magical. And he like looks off to the sides, grins, and his teeth glint.
Oh, that's so cool. Oh my gosh. Anybody else?
Datuk was writing notes the whole time of the story, just kind of like in his little journal, just kind of like writing the highlights. Well, I guess something that was exciting for me was I helped raise a barn
Raise a
by
barn?
myself.
Like
Yeah.
grow up a barn?
No, no. So I cut all the wood and then I put it all together and then I thatched it. I put the doors on it. I had some help. I had a lot of help, but that was exciting.
How big was the barn?
It was about 10 feet high and 8 feet wide.
What's the barn for?
It was to store extra grains and supplies that we had.
Did it ever catch on fire?
No, I used a good wood and a good lacquer to help prevent any sort of dampening of the wood for wood rot and prevent any major fires as well.
Whoa.
Should still be standing.
Whoa.
Have you
That's
gone to check?
Oh.
Not in a little bit, but I at least hope it would be standing. It's a good
That's
community
different,
effort.
That's cool too.
That's quite noble.
How
The
about
door
you?
swings open, and a couple of the other villagers, some of the locals, come in and flag down Velma, and also get something a little bit stronger than water to start their day. See, they're all shivering as they try to get out of the cold. It is the middle of winter, but one of them notes the guard, just like, and, did you get any word from Baru Town? Apparently security's gotten real tight over that way. And he just, the guard just kind of like shakes his head. No, I've just been hearing about, the funeral in Castle Town. Huge procession. Good luck if you're headed there. I think there's only one train out there today. Oh, yeah, Vel. And they go back to getting their stuff for the day.
Do we know how Princess Zelda died? Or is it just like we just know that she is dead? Okay.
It was only like 1 or 2 days ago that people have started getting the notice. But there was not a lot of information.
Okay.
How about you, Soren?
Does it need to be exciting or just notable?
Doesn't have to be. You just like your favorite adventure?
One day I was walking through the desert and I saw a sand seal that looked like it was grazing on some dry vegetation. On closer inspection, it was actually a vo buried in sand up to his neck. And so then I pulled him out of the sand. And
that's nice.
I pointed him in the direction of an oasis. I don't know if he made it, but
You didn't check?
why would I do that?
Just in case. I mean, it's fine. You don't have to do that. It's not like you're his mom or anything, so you don't have to, but
I did bring the sand seal back to town. It had escaped.
Oh. Whoa.
It belonged to a friend of mine. I found afterwards, but I didn't know when I first saw it.
How big is a sand seal? Like this big? She'll like stretch her whole wingspan. Like, is it this big?
Pretty close to that.
Neat.
How did you carry such a large creature back to?
I didn't. I just asked it to return home, and then it followed me.
You can speak sand seal?
No, but they listen when you talk to them. Most of the time. Sometimes you have to bribe them with food or other snacks, perhaps.
Tatuk is taking notes this time on this story as well.
Also, I love the juxtaposition of I helped someone build a barn too. I don't know if he made it to the oasis or not. Why would I care?
He had a much better chance than if he had remained buried up to his neck in sand.
Yeah.
That's pretty nice.
I mean, he was a vo I found in the desert. That's how you handle those things.
I've never done that before, so I couldn't tell you.
Deserts are not a area I tend to prefer to go. So
You would find yourself quite dry.
Excuse me. Yeah, I just saw you finish off your water, your ice water. Here you go.
you're
Are y'all
brilliant. Thank you.
Are y'all trying to get out of town today, or are you going to want to stay another night?
That's a good question.
I heard there's only one train out of town today.
Yep, that's what I heard.
So maybe if we want to go, we would have to make that train.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, how long do we have until the last train departs?
Do you know how long until Rael's gonna head out? It's gonna be a few hours. A few hours, apparently.
Maybe we should get snacks.
I'm okay to get some snacks.
Or is there a local library?
I don't think there's
or someone with a good book collection.
You could try. If you're looking for like herbalist stuff, you can maybe go see if Dilf has anything. Or like
A Dilf, thank you.
Dilf? Nice.
DILPH.
Oh,
PH.
yes.
Yeah.
And Velma will point you to Dilf, the herbalist in town. She sells a variety of things. She does use she, her pronouns. Stuff like whistlegrass, deku nuts, like some of your normal stuff that's used in potions and stuff, but also some more useful plants.
Thank you.
If or you. I mean, no, I'm not sure if Milf has actual lore stuff. He's just more the apothecary.
We can maybe still have a chat. Always good to have those kind of supplies.
Yeah, I'd agree. Especially if we're planning on leaving. I mean, you never know what we might run into out there.
Supplies are good. Supplies are good.
And if you do need snacks, you can come back here. I can load you up a little bit.
Do you guys want to get snacks first, then study?
I mean,
Hmm.
I
Bring
haven't
food.
eaten anything yet, so I could totally use. Do you have any like fried fish fillet or some calamari or
I can cook some.
Ooh.
Mhm.
Yes, please.
It'll
What
be a
of
little
that?
bit, and it probably won't hold. But if where are you are you gonna? Well, I guess that depends on how far you're going. If you're just going to Castletown, it'll hold up. But if you're going anywhere further on the line, then
Oh, I can eat pretty quickly. I'm thinking I can just shove my face full here and then we can
okay.
jet and go do. Yeah. I need to feed my muscles. He starts like flexing and like looking back and forth between the two of them. Very like dude bro ish. And unlike me, they're like very large. Like
Oh yeah, I mean you're a 400-pound fish man.
Yep.
Rippling muscle. Your calorie intake is enormous,
Gaston needed to eat 5 dozen eggs. I put that man to shame.
and the economy is in shambles.
Yes, I saw that video the other day. It was great.
Cool. So snacks, study, then train.
Sounds like a plan to me, man.
3-step plan. Let's go. With snacks.
Oh,
Fish.
well, for snacks right now, I have like apples and cheese and some nuts and stuff. But I can pack that up for you. But if you want the fish and all that, I have to take some time to cook it.
I mean, I won't hold y'all hostage if you want to go and kind of do your own thing. I can munch on the fish here and come find you and bring the snacks with me, or it's up to you. But I need to eat.
That's fair.
I don't want you to eat alone, so I can stay with you.
That's very kind of you, friend. You do look like one of those people that would build a barn for someone.
You all hear a pulse. Like it's almost like a bassy sound. It's just like a that just sort of permeates. What the hell? This isn't Velma. This is one of the other townsfolk.
So I'm
Someone
guessing this
doesn't know
isn't
that
normal.
Yeah, one of them goes out to investigate.
I mean, if I hear a sound that seems like it's potentially dangerous, the first thing I'm going to do is grab my trident and walk outside to take a look. Because, I mean, who else can take care of issues but me? I mean,
Right.
Oh, should we follow? That was a weird noise. I've never heard that before.
If you want,
Chris is already gone. Like, he got up and walked out as soon as he saw someone else going. So he's going.
I think Datuk would also follow in suit. Not necessarily as rushing out the door, kind of making sure that the rest of the people are either staying or like okay before kind of seeing what's up.
Okay.
I think
The
Sequel wants to see what action Varys, right?
Virus,
Yeah.
Viras.
Yeah. So she's a little excited, kind of like who did it?
Soren just rises from the table and follows everybody out. Like Raven's just like, okay.
As you all go out along the western edge of town, like this is immediately noticeable. The scenery has shifted. where once there was a snow-covered field, now there's a sort of dome of bluish energy just swirling. And through it, like it's translucent. Through it, you can see a collection of farm buildings, warm green grass, stables, ranch houses, a whole corral appearing where there was none before.
Wait, so it was like snowed in.
Like,
There's a
like there was a snowy, like open space, like where once there may have been a field for just like grazing and everything. There may have been one or two buildings there. Where this dome of blue energy was, not only are there different buildings inside, there is no snow.
Are there people moving in it?
It's difficult to tell.
Took, did you like build stuff in the middle of the night? Because that definitely wasn't there earlier.
That wasn't there. Is it of the same building style or like the same materials, or is that even different to what the rest of that town is?
You know what? This would be a fun thing to determine with a test. You know, I think that in order to determine if these buildings are of a different make, that would be a standard difficulty test. So
Okay.
if would you like to make an intellect roll?
I would.
Trying to meet a target of 6. And
Okay.
I believe you were trained in carpentry, so that would give you an asset. So
okay.
does an asset drop you down 1?
Yeah. I think it lowers the difficulty by 1.
Yeah, so that will ease it to a simple test, so you just need to beat a 3.
Okay. And so I just hit intellect, and then difficulty is now simple, so 1. I hit submit. Effort. I'm not going to use any effort, I don't think. Aha! Oh, wow. Okay.
Look at that.
Oh, okay. So, a minor effect. Okay. What does a minor effect do? Let me check my menu.
I think it
Always.
does something minor.
What's for dinner? What lanyapper am I going to give you?
Yeah. What's
Culture.
my appetizer?
Since it's a minor effect, a bunch of teenage kids start busting out skateboards and playing in the city, right? Right.
Boom. Hey.
I'll be here all night.
The buildings
Just
are
into the trains.
the buildings are of a significantly older style, but they do not look old.
Okay. So Jatuka's gonna kind of like just kind of as much as he can. He's gonna kind of look through that kind of translucent blue energy and go, I don't know if I could have built that. That style is it's old. But
Like,
from things that I've read, very old. But
you would have read about like these sort of buildings would have appeared in like history books dating back to like the Hyrulean Civil War.
okay,
right
so like epic
before the unification of Hyrule.
Okay, so like epic. Okay, all right. So like old. Okay, so oh yeah, so it's like these are very old. I definitely can't build that overnight. But if it is as old as I think it is, it should show some signs of age, but I don't see any of that. This is quite odd.
How bizarre.
Should we go look at it?
Yeah, we should go make sure that nobody's in need of aid.
Absolutely.
Start.
So you all approach this. It's just off of the main thoroughfare of town. It's not very far. But as you approach, and as you get closer, you can see on the edge where some of these buildings are like sort of overlapping. Like some of them are cut off by this dome. like you see 3/4 of a wall, and then it's just like cut off. And where that cutoff is happening is like sort of like AI generated trying to fill in the pieces. So like if there was a wooden side of one of these things, if there were like wooden slats, it's trying to fill in those wooden slats alongside the edge of the dome.
Is the
But
dome still present? Or
yes,
did it like appear and go? Oh, I see. Okay.
and as you get closer, you can like there is just there are branch buildings on one side, branch buildings on the other, and there's a path leading forward to where you can see this like horse corral, a couple of buildings off to the side, and a stable immediately up and to the left.
If we're closer, do we see any people or anything in there? Any like movement?
Can you make a standard difficulty intellect roll?
Okay. Let me. So, difficulty standard. I won't add any effort. Oh.
Oh
No.
Something bad happened?
It said I failed.
GM intrusion.
One.
Uh-oh.
And you don't even get XP for it.
The general
Damn.
manager is having to come over with the menu.
I'm sorry, is there a problem here? Everyone enjoying their meal?
We're like 15 minutes into this, and you had to go full Karen, Blair. Really?
So she's just like
Whoa,
really.
whoa, hold up. And this this Goron person just sort of like puts his rocky arm out and just like almost sidelines you. I don't know if anybody should be like going into that.
Sorry, I was just looking. I didn't mean to do anything wrong. Is this your
Oh,
place?
I
I'm
don't
sorry.
I don't whoa. So hold on. Hi,
Hi,
I'm Tobus.
Tobus. I'm Sequel. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Do y'all know what this is?
No.
I
Old
don't
buildings.
I don't either. It might be dangerous.
Wuss.
I didn't think about that. I was about to touch it, so that's probably smart.
How far away are we from it?
A couple feet.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk over and try to tap the dome with my trident.
Your trident goes through.
I pull it back. I'm
There's
gonna
no
inspect it.
discernible difference.
Cool. Trident didn't like age or like whatever. It looks fine.
So just for me, so I know like what I'm looking at here, is this like in that one part of Skyward Sword? Like, is that kind of the vibe? Okay. Just so because I'm like trying to think, like, is it okay? Yeah, I think like seeing the trident come out and point, like Sora will pull out her like spear and kind of do the same thing just to test it.
Okay. Same thing. It goes in.
Yeah.
There's no resistance. It just passes through.
Gotcha. And then I think Soren is going to just take a big step forward, like kind of into it.
As you cross the threshold, it is warm. Like the chill air is immediately replaced by like late spring, early summer. You can smell horses and just a warm breeze.
And where we currently are, it's frozen.
It's the
like
middle.
We see our breath, like whole 9 yards.
It's
very cold.
It's deep winter. Like it's a couple of days before the turn of the new year.
And I can still see everybody outside the dome.
Yes.
And like if I say like, can you all hear me?
Mm.
People
Yes,
can.
they can hear you.
And I imagine we can see her as well.
Soren, are you okay? Like, blink twice if you're going to throw up.
It's just kind of warm. Like
Warm,
summer
you say?
or spring.
How
Are
does
you in
it
pain?
smell?
Like spring. Horses.
Fresh grass? Like,
Yeah.
huh.
Yeah, you can bend down, you can touch grass.
Can I like pull a few blades of grass and then just kind of try to throw them?
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
As you throw them, once they permeate the edge of the field, they disappear.
Mm.
Can you come back through the barrier?
I will
Stick
try
your-
to do that.
Stick your.
You do.
What kind of weapon does Zoran have?
Spear.
Spear. Okay.
Yeah.
So whenever you walk back through, number one, the cold air immediately hits you, but you are able to pass through.
Did you see anybody else in there? Was it any different? Like,
It looks exactly like it looks from here.
But the grass disappeared.
hmm.
I think
I'm gonna
Tutuk is
try
gonna walk.
something.
Gonna walk into.
Yep, I'm gonna walk in, and then I'm
Okay,
gonna
it's
pick up a
very
handful
warm.
of grass, and then I'm gonna try to walk out, clenching my fist as hard as I can with the grass in my hand.
As soon as you pass back through, the grass vanishes.
I think Seagull's gonna turn to Tobus. Tobus, right?
Tobus.
And try to be like, I know you're a little freaked out, so are we, but these people are experts, so they know what they're doing. Just like let them do it, it's okay.
He curls into a ball where all you can see is the rugged back of him.
She's gonna just pat his one shoulder. It's like, oh,
You're essentially patting a boulder.
He's a rock person that's turned into a harder rock.
know how to comfort.
I think Tutuk is not going to touch the grass after saying that. I think what's the closest thing to us, like building structure wise, is the stable.
There are just a couple of buildings like farm offices, maybe like an actual ranch house. There is a stable, like a building up front and to the left.
Okay, I think Tutuk is going to go there and like just check that to see if it's like sturdy or if it does any sort of kind of weirdness. Of course, can't move a whole building, but just kind of check it, see if there's any like loose pieces that I can take and see if that will also vanish. But kind of just checking the sturdiness of it. Kind of
It's sturdy.
Yeah.
Like there's not a lot of pieces that are coming off.
Okay. So it's even on the inside, it's still looking fresh too. Okay. And then yeah, I think I'm gonna kind of come back and say it's still sturdy, and as old as it is, there should be some sort of wear and tear. I wonder if any people are here.
I've trained in supernatural knowledge or whatever because I'm weird. Is there anything I can think of that's like I might, because I've been kind of like my character's been digging through like a bunch of weird books recently and stuff like that. You know, I've looked at a lot of things recently, I would imagine. So
it is definitely possible that Zoran would have heard about this. Calling across this information would be difficult. Would you like to make an intellect roll?
I would love to.
Okay, your target would be a 12, but you are trained in supernatural stuff.
Yeah.
That would give you an asset that would bring your target down to a 9.
demanding.
I believe in you.
Gotcha. No effort. No. Okay. Wow. Thanks. Appreciate. Oh, it did it wrong anyway. Okay. Now I know. Now I know what to do. It automatically does the trained. I didn't know that. So either way, I rolled a 1.
Okay.
General manager's coming over again.
Goron pops back out of his ball.
Ooh.
You've never seen this before. And pops back in. Like...
5,000 bokoblins explode out of the ground.
There's a sharp pain in your arm.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, that one.
You react.
That just sort of distracts you.
Yeah, I think there's probably like just like maybe like Soren would be like using her left arm to like kind of like on her face, and then there'd just be like a wince, but then like nothing else.
Mm.
Like if I feel like it would come across as though maybe she thought too hard and hurt her head. Like that's kind of just what it would look like, because she looks like she's thinking and then just like and then nothing. So it's almost like, yeah.
So nothing that we would like react to.
Yeah, like not knowing anything about like her or the situation, it would just be like, did she just think so hard she got a headache? Like, yeah.
Can Sequel try something?
Yeah, you can certainly try.
I think Sequel will knock an arrow and try to shoot it into the dome to just like hit a wall.
Okay. You do so. It flies through. It hits its mark.
Okay. Then she would go up to the dome and kind of like
directly like near where the entrance was, or further in?
Probably, yeah, like relatively close to
Okay.
like the dome side.
Okay.
And then she'll take a few breaths and go through.
Yeah, it is immediately warm.
Ooh. And then she'll try to grab the arrow and try to bring it back and see if that does anything.
The arrow travels back with you.
Okay.
Did the mark stay?
Yes.
Okay.
Is there like a very obvious center of this dome that we can see? Like, or would the center be like in a building?
That you can tell from right here? It's hard to tell.
So, I don't know about you all, but I've not seen anybody here. That's kind of bizarre for a town like this to have no one. I think it merits some exploration, no?
We can go
Yes.
explore. Nobody's been hurt yet.
I was really distracted by the patch of summer that I really wasn't thinking that much about the people, but that is, you would think there may be some people within.
Especially with such interesting architecture. They would have to be maintained constantly.
So once again, y'all are clustered here on the edge of it.
So, okay, well,
Let's
let's
go.
see what we can find. Start walking forward and looking around.
I mean, immediately just walking through this like entry roadway thing, like it's almost like a street, with the ranch houses on the side, this stable up and immediately to the left. As you're walking by, you can see that there are a couple of cows in there, one or two young horses, and there actually is a woman whose back is currently turned to you, who's just like sort of kneeling by one of the cows milking her.
There's a person. Is that are they like
Hello?
in a building? Yeah, like
Yeah, they're in
how
the
is it?
stable.
Oh, it's an open stable though, not like in a
Mhm.
house,
Hmm.
so
Right.
to speak.
Did you say it's a person in character?
Oh.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
It's a person.
Oh, oh, and she just sort of like uh wipes her hands on this little cloth that she has on her skirt, and just sort of stands up and turns to her. It's a Hylian woman, looking to be in like her early 30s, red hair in a white linen shirt, this magenta like skirt, work boots, and a yellow shawl tied around her neck. Oh well, howdy, strangers. What can I do for y'all? Welcome.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Why wouldn't I be?
And she's
Um,
just gonna kind of point to the nearest like opening where you see snow.
um, yeah, that's the way out into the field. I'm,
Hmm.
I'm sorry. I think we may have gotten off of the wrong thing. Let me introduce myself. I'm Alan. I run things around here. Welcome to Lon Lon Ranch. Y'all looking to get yourselves a horse, milk, eggs?
Hi,
I think so
Lon.
say.
Sorry, not Lon Lon. That's the ranch. What's
Malin?
Alan? Malin or Alan?
Malin.
Malin.
Now.
Hi, Malin.
About
My name is Datuk. We we're in an interesting situation.
Yeah, you're all dressed like it's the middle of winter or something. It's a beautiful day.
Yeah, because for us it is winter. Just we
I don't
just
understand.
came out. What years is that a thing? Is that a con?
Not really.
Okay. So we know what season she thinks it is. Okay,
Who is-
so
Who is
go
the
ahead.
ruler of your land?
The king.
Pardon, I'm not from here.
I mean, I don't know his name specifically. It's just the king of Hyrule.
Huh. Okay.
Do you
I mean,
when
I'm
you
sure he has a name. I just I don't pay attention to like politics and shit. I'm sorry,
That is
politics
fair.
and stuff. I'm sorry, I am a lady.
when you look forward past these buildings, do you see snow?
No, I see Hyrule Field.
Can we
Look,
see
and
snow when we look in the same
she'll
direction?
come walk with y'all. Like I don't know what y'all are talking about, and she'll just like sort of walk past. And whenever she goes through the barrier, she disappears.
I'm gonna watch the cows and make sure they don't walk off or anything.
I'm gonna try to walk through the barrier to see if I see her on the other side.
You try to, and then she immediately bumps into you, like she sort of materializes from the edge of this dome. Oh, that's I'm sorry. Y'all were looking like y'all saw a ghost or something.
So do me a
Pardon
favor.
me. I thought you were watching where you were going.
Well, I'm gonna try to turn her. I'm gonna like to be like if you look there, to be perfectly clear, you see grass and a field.
Yes.
Ooh, I have a test. I have a test.
Hmm.
Okay, so you stand right here and she's gonna position her like where she's
Look, y'all.
looking.
Yeah. Do y'all are y'all here to buy something? Like, look,
I'm just gonna
it's been a
walk through,
weird
pick
couple.
up some snow, and try to walk back in with a handful of snow.
Ooh.
Because
Ooh.
we came through, and that came through without issue.
Where? Oh,
Mm-hmm.
you're
You see
you
this?
just like disappeared. Your
That's what I'm
arm.
trying to tell
That
you.
works too.
Oh,
That works too.
It's weird. There's a thing that you can't see that I can see that I can walk through and bring back
oh,
ice.
all
and
right. That's a
snow.
little scary. I
That is why we were like, "Are you all right?" when we first ran into you, because this is what we've been experiencing. It
This
is the dead of winter, and then it's not.
you know, uh, that's a little surprising. Y'all kind of surprised me. You know what? not too long before y'all showed up, I heard somebody causing a ruckus. By the time I peeked out, I saw somebody in white running it from the grain silo, tried to wave them down, hollered out and see if they needed help, and then they were gone. I you know, must have slipped my mind. Y'all, it's surprising, but now you know what? Yeah.
Did you
My
hear?
apologies. My apologies.
Did you hear?
Clearly something strange is
Boom?
happening here.
Did you hear? Boom?
Not no.
Oh, because we heard boom, and it
You
was
said someone ran away from your grain silo?
Yeah, and she points over across, like, there's this like horse track set up, and inside that horse track is like a corral where there are a couple of like fully grown horses that are running around. And off to the right hand side of that field is a stone tower that's like a grain silo.
Do you mind if
I know. Go on right ahead. Just mind the cuckoos.
what's that?
A cuckoo? It's the little bird. It's the thing you get eggs from. They're super cute, super cuddly, and everything. They can get a little ornery, but just treat them kindly.
Oh, I know what that is. Okay. And then Soren will just start walking over towards the silo.
Just so everybody knows, yes, I did stat out a cuckoo.
Don't hit him. Don't bonk him.
Or
don't touch him.
Well,
Stupid
yeah, I mean, we
chicken
have to
dick.
use the stat. They're statted out. We got to use it. I think the took.
There's a joke, not actually kicking the chicken.
I think the took is probably going to follow everyone, but before completely following, just kind of check in with Malin and be like,
yeah.
"Are you going to be okay while we go?"
I think so. Just once y'all figure out what's going on, come let me know. I'll, if y'all need something, I'll be happy to help you out. But I got work to do. I just gotta, take care of the critters and stuff.
Wonderful. Yeah, milk would be wonderful. So when we come back,
All right, I'll get you a couple bottles. Ain't no trouble.
Question: does she look at any of us like weird? Like,
Of course.
okay, in like a way of like, what are you?
Okay. Okay. If you would like to get this sort of insight on her,
Yeah.
that would be a standard intellect roll, a standard
Okay.
intellect task. So you could roll intellect. You were trying to beat a 6.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I believe in you.
Thank you. Okay. Difficulty. Oh, I'm trying. Is it
The
intimidating?
difficulty is 2. It's
okay.
It's standard.
Standard. If I use no, I'm not gonna use any effort. Okay. Huh. Well, it didn't do anything. Right. Oh, there you go.
Oh,
Success!
nice.
It just took a second.
Okay. So you
Boy.
get a minor effect because this was a 19. She has no idea what you are, but she is trying to hide it because she is a lady and it is not polite to ask people what they are.
That is
But
true. That is true.
it is noticeable. Like, as of right now, Hyrule is a very cosmopolitan place. There are strongholds of what were the kingdoms of the ancient of the different sparse kingdoms before the unification, she has no idea that she is looking at a Rito.
I think Sequel will like notice this and kind of like look down at her shirt to see if like she spilt something on her, like look behind, do like a little spin around, like do you have a question?
No, I mean, I would like to know what's happening here, what's going on,
Me
but
too.
because like y'all just sort of like vanished whenever, and you
Mm.
just sort of appeared and stuff. It's I'm trying to calm myself down because I'm worried if I go back in this stable, all like reeking of anxiety and stuff, that it's
The
going to spook
animals
the
will tell.
critters.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So
When I have anxiety, I just kind of do a lot of breathing. Usually like before I take long flight trips. So maybe that'll help you.
yeah, and she just puts her hand where her scarf is tied and just sort of does some breathing.
If you want us to get out of your hair, I mean, we could do that. We don't want to bother you or anything.
No, I mean, yeah, y'all were curious about the grain silo, but y'all can go right ahead.
Okay, we'll be fast.
Thank you.
She'll
Like
just kind of
Varys
like
is its sword already halfway to the silo.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll turn back and yell, "Thanks again," as we go to check in.
if
Inspect it.
if the Took is still there, like, are you? Yeah. So as we walk, Seek will be like, "Do I have something on my face?"
No. Oh, but I didn't make an insight check. It seems like this place could be really old, so maybe it's very overwhelming to see someone disappear like that. So maybe she's
That's true.
still a little shaken.
She was just like looking at me really weird, and I just like, "Are you sure?" And she'll kind of like ruffle her feathers like on her face.
Was she looking at me in a weird way?
No,
Can we hear this at all, or are we too far ahead?
y'all might be a little far ahead.
Well, maybe it's because you're young. I'm a little bit older, and maybe it's because you're so young.
I guess. I mean, I don't see any kids. Maybe she's never seen like a. Not that I'm a kid, but like maybe she's never seen a young person before. That's a little weird, but
It maybe. I don't know if this is too meta, but I feel like my character could figure out maybe that looking at a Hylian and a Rito, maybe figure that out, or would I have to roll something?
I mean, so you got a minor effect from earlier. This is where that would come into play.
Okay.
Rito are a younger species.
Mm-hmm.
They did not exist at the time of the unification.
It could be because of the age, but also if I remember the architecture correctly, I don't think there would have been a lot of Arito back then. So maybe.
So you would be making the connection that this is 10,000 years in the past.
Okay, then I probably wouldn't say it like that. This woman could be from a very, 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 very long time ago, to where she may not even know Aritos are very common,
Or
if
in
at
the
all.
equivalent of ancient Samaria.
Sequel's gonna take you by the shoulders and like in a loud whisper say, "Are you telling me we're back in time?"
That's where we're going to cut to break.
Nice. Everybody hang out, chill, watch our cool little break screen. It's really neat. And we'll be back in like 10 minutes. So 10 minutes from your time now. 10:15, 10:15, 15:10. One of the two. Stay here, chill.
We'll be
get a seat.
back.
We'll be back. Bye.
We're back.
Welcome back. Time travel is afoot, y'all.
It's a foot.
Yes.
In a Zelda game.
Yeah, it only happens like all the time. Somebody just picked the sword out of the stone, and now we're all of a sudden warped back 10,000 years.
But you, a couple of y'all are approaching the grain silo where this woman who referred to herself as Malin said that she saw somebody running out of or heard some ruckus from.
Do we hear any noticeable ruckus?
Off to the side, you do hear.
Uh-oh.
Kick it.
That's a ruckus.
Uh,
That's a ruckus.
And you can see
Yeah, I'm gonna...
like a little fluffy white feathered chicken.
But otherwise okay, like he's not like spazzing or whatever else, just kind of...
No, he is not.
Chilling?
He's not fluttering around like a chicken with its head off. It is a normal docile cuckoo.
I want to walk over and pet it. Like, hi, little guy.
You stroke its feathers. It is very much smaller than you. But its feathers are soft. As you get your fingers like around the back of his neck, it just sort of like stretches its neck to like really get in there. Yeah.
Yep.
I used to raise chickens. They're very cute.
That's awesome, yeah. Did
Did
you, so, yeah, like, getting, like, on his knees, kind of bent over, did you see anybody weird come through here? Try to talk to the chicken. He fell down the well up the hill.
It just, looks at you. There's not a thought in its head.
So I'll turn to, what's your character's name, Ethan? Soren. I'll turn to Soren. Thought you said you could talk to animals and they just understand you.
It has to the right animals, and it helps if you know them.
Helps. Hi, Coco. Nice to meet you. My name is Virus. He's gonna like stick his hand along the side of its body, like try to greet it.
Okay.
You now know me. Let's be friends. Tell me what you have seen.
Roll for chicken.
Chicken test.
Make a simple intellect check.
Don't roll a one.
Okay,
You don't need the general manager.
That's how we get the cacao.
No,
storm. Okay.
that is not how you get the Coco Revenge Squad.
Simple. Okay, submit. No effort.
Nice.
Success.
Okay. It just sort of hops on your hand. It's heavy. It's like, I say heavy. It's like 5 pounds.
Heavy for
very
a
hollow,
chicken.
very hollow bones.
That's a good dinner. That's a lot of chicken.
That's not a lot of chicken.
5 pounds? Oh, I guess I'm thinking of like
like
As he's
as someone who has been spurred by some Brahmins, they can get like 40 pounds. Like,
oh, holy cow.
okay. I'm thinking of
they
you
can
get the
take-
nice rotisserie chicken from Sam's Club, and it's a few pounds.
Yeah.
maybe not like 40, but like it feels like it. I was also a lot smaller then.
Yeah, fair enough.
I might have been
So-
40 pounds.
So I'll like kind of stand up with him on my hand. Guys, look at me, a friend. Okay, friend.
But it just like sort of stabilizes itself.
Yeah. Okay, friend. Let's go find the ruckus. I'm gonna walk in with the chicken on my hand, like looking for the cuckoo on my hand.
Name it, and it has to stay forever.
Your name is Charlie.
Nice.
Charlie the Coco.
Is it look any different from a normal Coco since it's from a different era? Does it have a different tail feather?
We're gonna
or whatever?
say no.
Okay.
Okay. I know Breath of the Wild has different designs than Ocarina of Time. No, they look like a Coco.
What is the name of the Pokemon Scarlet prehistoric version of this Cucko? Raging Wings.
All right.
So you open
start.
up the door to the grain silo.
Mhm.
It is a stone door. You open it. There's a few like crates around, and there's another door in the back, but you can see like the grain is piled up off to the sides. As soon as you open it, there's just like a gust, and it's a little dusty. Nothing out of the ordinary.
Does it look like any of it's disheveled at all? Like somebody might have tried to dive in or hide, like any noticeably weird pooling of the grain or anything like that?
The door is slightly open. Like the back door, it's like it didn't shut all the way. And just immediately looking on the ground, like yeah, there are some like scuff marks in the dust where it looks like they've been disturbed in a pattern that may be sort of like somebody was trying to run.
Is it heading towards like that back door? Does it look like, or like? does it look
So
like they're there?
it would look like it's coming from the back door, which is not closed all the way.
So as if they ran in through the back.
through the door that you are currently walking in.
They just ran straight through. Kind of thing.
They were not running further in.
Ah.
They were running further out. They were running towards where you were walking into.
Okay. I will follow the tracks.
Okay.
And just see where it goes.
So you push forward and open up the door to this back room of the silo. You will see two things that I will describe now. There are thin threads of silk. What looks like a giant skull on the far wall. A smaller human skull. And a smaller metallic, like a human skull that's like sort of golden. On the ground behind them, like sort of within this thread, you can also see a small blue stone that is giving off a subtle pulsing glow. Now, let me back up here. I don't like spiders. These things, if you have played many Zeldas, you may recognize them as a type of spider. I don't like whenever things. I do not like whenever things jump on you and it is difficult to get them off. These are not going to do that. I will not be describing what these things look like or what they're doing. I will be pulling back to the mechanics through the entirety of this thing. But this is what made sense to me. This is, if any of this is not okay, please let me know, and we will navigate our way around this.
Good to go.
Is that good?
Yeah, I'm gonna kick the shit out of them. It's amazing.
Okay. Well,
I love it.
Soren, right now you see these two like normal size human skulls within like hanging on these walls, and this much larger one hanging in these threads.
I probably wouldn't know what these are.
You can make a check to identify them. This would
Is it supernatural knowledge?
yes,
Is it like
it is supernatural.
All right. What is the
We would say
level
this.
here?
They actually do have a level. This would be a standard.
Effort. Success.
Success. Yes. Yeah, because it knocked it down. Yeah. Okay. So, you would recognize these. These are a type of monstrous arachnid called a Skulltula. They are sort of ambush predators that reside in, or whose carapaces have evolved to resemble human skulls. They have the bigger ones have sort of like an armor where this calcified carapace is.
I turn around first.
The gold one is interesting. You're aware of smaller ones that just haven't reached the end of their life cycle. You're not sure what the golden one means.
Yeah, I think Soren's just gonna say these are. I don't. Soren looks up just to make sure. Like
there are none other, and
Okay,
there are none
good.
directly behind you.
Good
That
call.
would have been bad for me.
Yeah.
I'm not
I just
doing that
know
to
how
you.
those things are in the game.
Yep.
But sort of in very like very typical like Gerudo fashion, Spear is out in the stance and is doing the like little shuffle, just like kind of slowly making the way into the room. And is it going to like, is it heading toward the orb? The orb is the focus.
Mhm.
If anything jumps at her, it's a different story. But just Spears out for frontal protection and like trying to approach the orb.
If you try to approach the orb, you will be getting very close to the larger one.
Yeah, I'm just waiting to see like maybe they're already dead. Are they making the sound? Are they making the sound that they make when they're alive? Like what's going on? You know, like maybe if I get close enough, poke one, but not like in like a stabby kind of way, but just like like is it moving?
They are not moving at the moment. Do you poke one? Do you move closer to the threads? The orb is behind the threads. It is within these threads.
Oh.
And actually, as you get closer, you can also see that there is a leather satchel in there.
Those sound like things that I want. I think like maybe the approach would be like with the spear, just kind of try to like if there's like anything to like grab onto as far as like either the satchel or the orb, but just kind of move them toward me so I don't have to get as close.
Okay. This will be like in order to grab the satchel, it will be a little bit easier. But in order to try and get it without disturbing the threads, this will be difficult. This will be a speed test.
Oh.
Got it. You want to do it? Or what?
I mean, that's very meta.
That's fair.
But
I'm gonna go for it, and then we'll just see what happens. Because I'm already here.
How large is the large one?
It's a big boy.
Like they're like big. They're like person size.
It's like yeah.
Oh
5 feet.
Jesus! Okay, so
Yeah,
like a
they're
torso-sized skull.
Yeah, pretty much.
Or even bigger. Oh God. Okay. Wow. All right. Sorry.
I will put in a level of effort. That seems like the thing to do.
Yeah, you're putting in a lot of effort into being very gentle.
It's a very
this.
not dealing with all
Every
these.
time we failed, we've crit failed, by the way. Every failure has
That's
been a
true,
1 on the die.
Mhm.
This was just a normal one though.
This was just a
This was
normal
just-
fail.
Because I
So-
rolled a 2.
No
Yeah.
general manager.
Why did it cost
So-
4? Why does
the
it cost
the
us-
difficulty was 4. I don't know why the cost is 4.
It should be 3. Right? It's 3, right? For a level of effort, because it's 3 minus your edge. I don't
Oh,
know.
you're. It said to put it down to difficulty 0, which still doesn't make sense. I'm not sure. So, Monty Cook, please, just some digital tools.
I'm just gonna lower my speed down to 9 because I used effort.
Okay.
And yeah, I don't
What
know how.
What is it that you rolled? I don't see like what
I
number you
rolled
actually
speed.
rolled.
Oh, roll 2.
Where's? Oh, I see. I'm a doofus. Okay, thank you.
So what had happened is, like, as you moved your spear through, you did cut some of the webs.
Oh, armor cost. That's what that is.
Oh,
I understand now.
and as you as one of these threads does get severed, yeah, they're not dead. You can see some movement.
Yeah, and do they look normal? Like, for and this is just because I've played too much Zelda. Like, I'm just trying to make sure they don't have like human faces and are going to try to talk to me.
No, these are actual skulltulas,
Okay, cool. Yeah.
skulltulas, because they're tarantulas. But
Mhm.
yeah,
Uh,
skulltulas.
That's fun. Yeah. Okay. Is this like an initiative moment, or
Is there anything that you would like to do to try and make it not be an initiative moment? Because if so,
I'm trying to get this.
You're not in there with you yet, FYI.
That's
Like,
true. I mean, you're in the building.
you're in the building.
other
like,
two are not
He
in the
just
building,
opened this
but-
door and there's some like big skulls, and hey, one of the skulls has legs now.
Yeah, but she like walked into that door and shuffled up. I just
Mhm.
saw that she walked through the door. I'm still in the main grain silo. I haven't like.
Thor would definitely yell like giant spiders. You know, like, let's not try to use the real name. Let's just say what people will recognize: giant spiders. Moving,
Okay.
even, and add that on. But that's what I'll be doing before an initiative moment.
So before an initiative moment, I'll say, okay, oh, you better stay out here, Charlie. It can get kind of crazy if the giant spiders are involved. We'll go and like let Charlie down, and then walk through the door like trident first, peer it open a little bit more, and then start to enter.
Seagull, the took.
I'm assuming we were having that conversation of like, yeah, we're 10,000 years ago, like as we were walking there.
Mhm.
So I'm assuming we're probably close. If you let
I
us
think
outside.
y'all are at the front door.
Okay, yeah. Then if we're within earshot of big spiders moving, we would also, at least Datuk would be rushing towards
Same.
whoever said that. Yeah.
I'm also very large, so you could see me open the door and like walk through it.
Yeah.
Right. Like,
So
Side on
we
side.
would head in there then.
Okay.
Sequel will draw her bow.
Okay. Everybody,
And hammer.
roll for initiative. This will be a speed test. You are trying to beat a 3 and a 6.
How did?
So I don't remember what pull and edge do and how I apply them.
So your pool is a number of points that you can spend. If you would like to lower the difficulty for your roll, you can spend effort. I think for level 1, it would normally be 3 points to lower the difficulty 1. But if you have an edge to that, like if you have a speed edge of 1, you would get 1 free point. So you would need to spend 2 points to drop it down.
Got it.
So
And that doesn't come out of my. Does it come out of my current, or does that come out of my pool?
it comes out of your
different
current.
numbers.
Current. Yeah, the pools are like your max.
Oh, so mine should be maxed because currently it's not.
Yeah.
I see.
What was the difficulty again?
So you can tell me what you rolled. But you can say the difficulty is 6, or the difficulty is 2.
Oh, okay.
The target is 6.
Okay. Difficulty is 2.
Okay.
No effort, because I only have 1 effort at tier 1. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay.
That means you can only use
No
one
effort.
level of effort per roll,
Got it. Maybe fail.
but it costs points.
So I could use 1 effort to bring my speed to 12.
You would spend a point of effort to lower the difficulty. So
So it doesn't take away from my speed.
No.
To do that.
Well, you would spend 2 speed points if you have a edge to drop it from
Basically, like
a
adds 3
difficulty
to your
2
roll
to a
for
difficulty
initiative.
1.
Yeah. And then if I do that, and if I were to do a speed check in the future, does that reduce what I get added, like a benefit to my speed?
Not in the
at all?
future. It would be just for this roll.
I see. Okay. So then I want to try to do that.
Okay.
So I have 1 effort. So would I make this then a simple
Mhm.
difficulty?
Yep.
And then effort to roll. So that would be 2. Or no, 1. I can only apply 1 effort. Okay.
Right. So you're spending 2 speed points from your pool to get 1 point of effort.
Nice.
Unless you have armor.
11. I have a thing that makes it not count against me.
Nice.
Cool. So, who rolled up above a 6?
I did.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the rest of us are just above a 3. So
Okay.
Yep. Because I rolled a 4.
All right. So, Virus, what would you like to do?
Ooh. All right. Where are they in relation to?
Soren is up front. Her spear's out. And you can see that the larger one is starting to move and appears as if it is going to come down from where it is and approach. There are also 2 other skulls who may be starting to move as well.
I'm immediately going for the biggest motherfucker in there. Like, without a doubt. I have a net and I have my trident.
Okay.
I don't know if my net would apply anything other than damage. It doesn't specify.
I'll have to look up what a net does.
Who's Net? Sorry.
what does she do?
What is she doing? I guess
All
like
this has
it would
is this-
hinder any speed tasks.
Yeah,
that
that's
seems
kind
like
of
a thing that I could do.
Can I? So how would the action economy work here? Could I use my net and my trident in the same turn, or it would be one or the other? Or-
I believe you can do an attack
Okay.
with one of your things, or you can also do some of your other moves. But I think your basic
You
thing
can like
is just
move and do one action. If I remember right for Cypher, it's pretty simple. It's like
Yeah.
move around
Okay.
and
Cool.
then do one thing.
So then I'm gonna immediately go and attack with my trident, just the big guy.
okay.
And then I have 2 abilities, which is charge weapon. As a part of making an attack with your enchanted weapon, you charge it with magical power, inflicting 2 additional points.
Nice.
If you make more than one attack per turn, that'd be cool when I can do that. And then I get +1 damage to one type of weapon of your choice, which is spear.
Damn, so that's already
my trident.
three flat damage if you hit.
Yeah, so I rolled this. Difficulty, I think is
difficulty is 2.
okay.
I believe in you.
I already used effort. I don't want to like use it all, so I'll just do regular roll.
Is this a might or?
It depends on
I'm
what
all
you use to
speed.
attack.
Oh, okay, speed.
I'm
Okay.
speed.
Oh no! Oh, the GM's getting called over again. Oof.
Oh,
You're
but that
very-
didn't add any of my stuff.
No, but you rolled a 1.
It doesn't matter.
You're a very large man. Who is used to fighting in a lot more open spaces. As you swing your trident and attempt to, and you can all see like condensation and everything start to swirl around the tip of it as Virus tries to make this blow towards this skull. As he swings, you can see it go directly through like a whole bunch of these threads, slowing its momentum, and it gets caught. Which gives one of the creatures an opening. Virus, my dear, would you make a speed defense roll? Difficulty of 1.
Do you have 1? 18!
Okay. You can see that the gold Skulltula attempted to calm down and make an attack, but you are able to move out of the way just in time and get your weapon back.
I'd like to think that I like stiff farmed it and rolled like to fall. Like,
Soren.
Yeah.
The big Skulltula, or the normal size Skulltula. I didn't throw a big Skulltula in yet. I'm not going to. Is going to try and approach you. Would you please make a speed defense roll? Difficulty 2.
Yeah, haha. I do have a shield, so that's an asset on speed defense. Is there like a specific defense button to click, or is it just speed?
I think it's just speed.
Okay. Let's say speed. The difficulty.
Be real. I don't know how any of the buttons in Roll20 work.
That's fair. So I'm gonna say I have an asset, so I'll put it to 1. No effort. Hi, I got a 4.
Nice.
That's a success.
Yeah, you are able to put your shield up, and it is not able to find an opening to make this purchase. Everybody who's not Virus, what would you like to do? Let's start with Seagull. You specifically drew your bow.
Okay. I will go in and see these creatures and kind of do like a woo, and then I will shoot the one that is going after Soren.
Okay. You're trying to beat a difficulty of 2.
Okay. So let me remember. Do I also roll my speed?
If that is what you use for your bow, which I believe you do.
Okay.
That makes sense.
I'm gonna write that next to speed. Okay, then yes. Said difficulty of 2.
So you're trying to beat a 6.
And I'm gonna add some effort to it. So, like you said, it's two away from speed.
It's
Oh,
typically 3. If you
okay.
have a speed edge of 1, then that would bring it down to 2.
I do not, so it'll be 3.
Okay.
Um,
And does your armor cost?
oh, it does. It's a speed cost +1.
Okay, so it would be 4 points from your speed,
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
but you would only have to beat a 3.
Okay. Cool. So let's see if I did this right. Does that
Hey,
look right? I did it.
You rolled a 5.
Yes.
Sweet.
Good thing that you spent those 4 points.
Yay.
Yeah, so how much damage does your bow deal?
4 points.
4 points. Okay. It has armor, so that'll be reduced. But yeah, it lands in the carapace. Soren, you see that this strike hit. What would you like to do? Just because you're immediately in front of it.
Yeah, so I think this so this thing kind of like ran up on me, right? And I had to use the shield. So I think like in all of that, the like cloak kind of probably flew back a bit off of me. And so everybody get a good look at my like weird arm that you probably haven't seen yet. It's just like a very like noticeably different color with like kind of some funky designs on it. Could be mistaken for tattoos if you don't know what you're looking at. But yeah, I think like we'll kind of like throw all that back and then just kind of rush back in with the spear. But you know, it didn't make sense that the cloak would stay put. It just like no.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll attack with my spear. Which I think is just difficulties 2 still.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let's see what effort to damage. None. Okay. Ah. Darn, I miss.
You did miss.
I did barely.
Okay. And it took.
Where do I check and see if I'm like proficient with my hammer? I know my fists do the same amount of damage, but I don't. I remember we had a discussion that I'm untrained in that.
Yeah, I think
I don't
it's so the way it worked with my spear is like I'm not hindered to use it because like it's something I'm like okay to use, but unless you have something that specifically
Trained should lower
trains you in
difficulty
a
1
weapon.
step.
Yeah.
Trained
you're
should
specifically
lower difficulty 1 step.
Okay. I don't know
Yeah.
if I'm trained.
Untrained,
There's like
yeah. If you don't have an inability, you just get a flat roll. But if you're trained, and this might affect you from that last roll, Soren.
I'm not trained. I'm like untrained, but
Okay.
I had to take adept as my like thing because of all the other stuff. So I'm like untrained, but I don't have an inability with any like armor or weapons.
Okay. I then weapons. When you make an unarmed attack, it counts as a medium weapon instead of a light. Okay. Then I'm just going to use my hammer because I don't think you would start with fists first. And then that's going to be a might, right?
Mm-hmm.
I have an edge in might. What's my difficult? So I'm going to, sorry, I should tell what I'm saying. I'm going to go over to the one that was just hit by an arrow and bonk it.
2. Difficulty is 2.
Difficulty is 2? Okay. And then I would need to spend 3
you
edge minus 1. Sorry, 3 pool minus 1. So
minus
2?
1 from that. Do you have a speed cost from your armor?
I do.
Okay.
But I think my hammer is a might weapon. Does that matter?
No. Yeah, go ahead. Okay.
So am I rolling might or
You're rolling might, yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna spend 2. And then so I only need to beat a 3. Or difficulty 1.
Right.
I think. Okay. I just spent the effort. 2 effort or 1 effort. You take 2 by 1, right? I don't know what effort to damage means. I'm gonna.
If you spend additional effort, whenever you hit, you can increase the amount of damage that you do.
Okay, I don't think I'm going to do that.
Okay, that hits.
And then it does
Is
4
that what I'm
damage.
seeing? Yeah.
Yep, it does hit.
Cool.
I want to make sure I did that right. So I made it a difficulty 2. Should I not have... sorry, I made it a difficulty 1. Should I have made it a difficulty 2 and then added the effort?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, I think I rolled a 9, so even if I didn't, it's still
Yeah,
above a
so
6.
it should have been difficulty 2 and then the level of effort.
All right. Got it. All right.
Because what you have now, basically, like if you reduce a difficulty 1 down to 0, like you don't even have to roll anymore. Like things just happen.
Okay. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, we'll figure out what it's doing for us and what it's not as we go, because it's hard to tell with Roll20.
Yeah.
Okay. But I did hit, and I did hit it for 4 damage.
Cool. One of the Skulltulas is going to come down at you.
At me?
At you, Datuk. And it is going to try and attack. Please make a speed defense roll.
Okay. I do have an armor of 1, so that's going to make it more harder. Or if I wanted
So
to...
your armor is going to reduce the damage if it hits you.
Okay.
But speed defense, you need to beat a difficulty of 1.
Okay. Hopefully I get this. I'm not going to spend any effort this time. Hey, I'll take it.
Okay.
I succeeded.
Okay. You move out of the way. The gold one is once again going to try and come at you, Fierce. There's an S at the end. There we go. Please
Bring it on, motherfucker.
Please make a speed defense roll, difficulty of 1.
Can't say that it's Zelda.
Sure you can.
13.
Okay.
Nice.
That succeeds.
Like that meme where it's like, you're my motherfucker. Immediately turn around and start attacking.
Well, speaking of Virus, it is now your turn.
Yes, I'm going to swing with my trident. Right back at him. Difficulty 2, you said?
Yeah. That is what I said. I realize now that I put on this thing speed defense is level 3. I should probably adhere to that.
Okay, so I'm swinging against the 3?
3 now.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was sleepy. It's waking up.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that. Like weave that into it. That's cool. Okay, I can put 1 effort, so I'll go ahead and do that. That'll bring my pool down to 10. Oh wait, effort to damage. Do I do any effort to damage or just effort to the roll?
So
Which one do you want to do?
The effort to the roll is done before you roll, but now that you have hit, you can apply effort to the to do additional damage.
Okay. So I'm not gonna. I already do +3 damage. I just need to land a hit, so that's what I'll do.
Okay.
Failure. Damn it.
Well.
Oh, dang.
Okay. Yeah.
Just not a 5.
Okay. So yeah, that will miss.
How much does your trident do before your special ability damage?
5.
Wowza. Okay.
So I hit for 8.
What kind of weapon is your trident? Oh wait, you have special
Yeah,
stuff.
it's like
That's
a
why it's more-
mystical
There's
trident.
other
Yeah.
stuff.
medium weapon plus the
That's nice.
All right.
Nice.
Soren, please make a speed defense roll.
Ah.
Okay. You are trying to beat a 2. You're trying to beat a 6. Is difficulty 2.
Well, I have an asset. I'm gonna put the asset in as a level of effort just because it's easier, but I'm not spending
Okay.
it. Mostly because I'd already clicked through. So yeah, we're good. Barely. Ooh. Do these dice know that there's 10 more numbers on top?
It's roll 20. No.
I was about to say, aren't these like D20 rolls? Like I feel like we've
Yeah.
got
None of us
so
have rolled a
many
double digit.
really low ones. I might
Just
start
every
using
now
my
and
then.
physical dice.
Monte
Yeah.
Cook, I am begging you,
Please.
please just
By the way, this is
Demiplane
this
is
is
right there.
our dice holder. I think I'm going to pull from here.
Yeah,
Oh god, what is that?
Yeah, I might start using physical dice
It's a
too.
ghost. It's a ghost head that we keep all of our d20s and dice in.
I love it.
Yeah, I have the Numenera dice. I'm gonna use those.
Okay.
I'm
Uh,
tired.
you did just make that speed defense, so everybody except for Virus, it would now be your turns.
Okay.
I'm a hit again, but if there's like an order, I'll wait. But I would just hit it again with a hammer, to be
Okay.
honest. Yeah.
You were trying to beat a difficulty 3, so
Difficulty
trying to beat a
3.
9.
A gate that you can get through.
Oh,
You should mute.
Matt, mute your thing.
I got it.
cool.
Cool.
I'm pretty sure I got it.
It sounds like you got it.
I clicked mute guest, so
So I need to beat a difficulty 3, which is a 9. I'm gonna spend 2 more. Ooh, I don't like that though. I'm gonna do it because I think I have a feeling I'm gonna kill it. How did I get from 13 minus 4? That's right. Damn you, math. Okay, so I'm gonna bring that down. I'm gonna hit it with a might. This time it's still gonna be difficulty 3, but I put effort 1. Ooh, I don't love that. Roll
Let's
the
see what's
1.
on the menu.
it's on the menu.
You bonk. You think that this creature, it's been hit a couple of times. You should have been able to squish this by now.
Yeah,
It seems to have not been hurt as much as you thought that it was.
Oh no.
I would like to shoot an arrow again.
Okay.
Is one of them dead?
No.
None of them are dead. Okay.
Nope.
If I didn't fail, it would have been, I feel.
Is there one that looks more injured than all the rest?
Well, one of them has been hit, period.
Oh, it was me. So I if it's the only one. Okay. I'm gonna go for the one that I shot at before then. And do the same thing. Except this time. See, okay, this is okay. How much should we like use our little points? Because I'm scared I'm gonna use too many points.
If you reduce one of your pools to 0, that can start affecting things. Remember, your points are also
your health,
your
right?
life.
Yeah.
Yes. Do they re-up like every day?
You can re-up them as part of a rest. You can do a rest as part of an action. You can do
Okay.
a rest in a
Okay.
minute. You can do a rest in 10 minutes. And you can do a...
One action, 10 minutes, 1
Yep.
hour, 10 hours.
Cool. There. It's 110, 110. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna go for the one, and I'm not gonna use any effort this time. So, if I'm doing it physically, I just roll a d20 and get that number straight, right?
To do what?
To just arrow hit the same
Just
one that I was
shoots it.
going after.
Yes, you will be doing a speed roll,
Yes.
and you want to be a 9
Beat a
Yeah,
9.
okay.
Okay. Here we go.
because it's difficulty 3.
Here we
Got
go.
it.
Here we go.
I believe
Yeah.
in you.
I got a 13.
There you
Nice.
go. Look at physical dice. They're
Physical
so good.
dice.
Wow.
Physical dice is the way to go.
Would you like to spend any effort to increase your damage? If you add effort, you can increase the damage by 3 points.
Oh,
Ooh.
that sounds.
Oh. And is it the same of using 3?
Do you have an edge in speed?
I don't have an edge in speed. I have an might.
Okay.
Okay.
So because you're wearing light armor, it would
Mhm.
cost an additional 1.
Oh, so it'd be
I'll
like null and
be
void.
right back. I
Yes.
have to help the delivery driver. Sorry.
Yeah.
All good. No, I'm okay. I'll hit it for 4.
Okay.
Now I'm scared. Now I'm gonna but I'll hit it for 4.
Okay. It has been hit. The Toki's
Oh.
already gone. So
have-
Seagull.
Yeah, it's me.
That's Soren.
Yeah.
There are S
Lots of
names.
S's. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna attack the one that has been hit. Do that with the spear. That is, what am I trying to beat?
A 9.
16.
Oh,
Yes.
very
Look at the
nice.
physical dice. They're so
Yeah.
good.
I don't know where
They have the
my
other
dice
numbers.
It's
is.
almost like Roll20 has it out against us.
That's
I
never
don't know
happened
what
before.
kind of like seed they use for their random number generator, but they need to change it. Like, I don't know. I don't know how that works, but yeah. So that'll be 4 points of damage.
And then I just have a quick question.
Sure.
I have an ability that is helpful, and when I am helpful to someone, that action, their next action, is as if they are trained in it. Would it be possible, since I'm hitting it in the future, I can take a help action so it's easier to hit the spider that I'm hitting for?
Is your helpful thing, does it cost an action to use?
Let me check. I think it does. Whenever you help another character, that character gains the benefit as if you were trained, even if you are not trained or specialized in the attempted task.
Okay.
That's all I have.
So I believe you would need to use your action for that.
Okay. But I can basically say I'm going to be a helpful action of like hold the spider legs or something like that. So, it can help them as trained. If
Mhm.
I'm understanding that correct. Okay, cool. All right. Cool beans.
Oh,
Cool. There's a squawking from behind, and Beerus immediately goes back to check on the cuckoo has been
Charles?
named.
Charles.
He's fine.
Charles is fine.
Charles.
He's fine.
Oh, that's true. We can't
but-
do anything.
But
I wasn't even thinking of that when I said it.
I'm just trying to get him out of the scene
That's
while
fair.
he goes and helps the delivery driver. Virus immediately turns back and goes, Charles.
Charles.
That's fair.
Meanwhile, the golden skull is going to come at you to Took. Please
Yeah,
make a
bring
speed
it.
defense roll.
Bring it. Of 3, I'm assuming.
Yes, it is a difficulty of 1.
Oh, difficulty of 1. Oh, okay, cool. Cool beans. I can do that.
Yeah, it's a tiny one.
I'm not spending any effort though. Nice.
Okay, that is a success.
Cool.
It does not bite you.
Very nice.
Seagull, the golden one, is what it looks like it was interested in Virus, but now that he has run behind you, it is approaching you.
Okay.
Please make a speed defense roll.
Speed defense. Is that any different from I just roll a d20? Okay.
You just roll a d20, yeah.
Natural 20.
Okay.
Very nice.
I'm so fast.
So there's a major effect that you can get there.
What's an entree? What's on the menu?
What's on the menu?
What's on the
Minor.
menu? And so it is going to be prone. It is going to try and jump out and attack you. It will miss because you are speedy.
Nice.
And it falls on its carapace, on its back. It's doing the thing where it is in a prone position. So if you try to attack it, it is a difficulty 0.
Oh my god,
yeah.
yes, please.
Yes.
Bring the hammer of God
Um,
on it.
It would be Virus's turn.
Okay.
Now it's the Sculptula, who is still interested in Soren. Soren, please make a
That tracks.
speed defense roll.
Okay. Let me do this. I have an asset.
Nice.
I rolled a 13.
That beats it.
Yeah. Cool.
I love these physical dice. Change the whole game.
I don't know where mine is. I have to keep using roll 20.
No.
Okay, so yeah, it misses you. Everybody.
Can I do
Yes.
anything?
Go for it.
Yeah.
I have a question about this cipher that I got earlier.
Yeah. If it hits everything, if it explodes in a immediate range, everybody is within immediate range. Please
Gotcha.
don't.
So I shouldn't use that. Okay.
Also, we're in a grain silo. Do you know
Oh,
how
those are very
flammable those
explosive.
things are?
Those are very
Do
explosive.
you want to explain what cipher we're talking about?
So in the very beginning when we had to roll, I got a bomb arrow. So would have been cool, but not gonna use it. Oh, chat's telling me YOLO though. No, I won't.
Yeah. You only live once, just this one time
Yeah.
right now, and then
Yeah.
you're done.
And then we're ending it.
Yeah. Well,
We are proving that to be true.
yeah. Ain't none of y'all got fairies.
we don't
That's
have any
true.
fairies. We don't got
That's
nothing.
true. Okay, so then I will just for flavor's sake, I'm going to kind of like when it lunged at me, since she like flies and whatnot, can I just uh kind of do like a jump dive, maybe like kind of like a little glide, and then turn around and just like and like shoot it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, maybe like a little like barrel roll, or did I say that? Or like like dive barrel roll, then sit up and like,
I know exactly what you're talking about. Absolutely.
yes.
Do you want to apply effort into it?
I feel like I have to because, well, I mean, okay, so it's 0, so
It's gonna hit.
it's gonna hit it. So then yes, I will apply effort to this one. And it's still from speed, right?
Yes. So you do
And
because
it's
of your armor,
4.
you do have will cost. So I
So
think it's 4 points from speed.
But how much
Mhm.
extra damage do you get from it? 3, you said?
3.
Ooh,
Right, so
that's
this would
nice-
be
nice chunk of
7
change.
damage on it. Yeah, I'll do that. So I have 7 left in speed. But yeah, that hits it for 7
Okay.
or 7 damage.
With this arrow strike on this prone golden sculptula, it lands and it explodes in a puff of purple gaseous stuff.
Oh, I don't know if that's good or bad. It sounds
It-
bad.
Which swirls and coalesces, and where it was is this like almost like enamel pin sort of thing, where it's just like a little gold skull pin.
God,
Hmm.
we gotta find a collectible.
Dee-dee-dee-dee.
Can I go over there and get it in this turn? Is that okay?
Sure.
Okay. She'll do sequel kind of. I feel like whenever she's in combat, she's pretty like focused. So
Hmm.
all of that looked cool, but as soon as she killed it, she broke the focus and was just kind of like a ha. And
Yeah,
showed a
it's
little bit
shiny.
of excitement. Yeah, oh definitely. Super excited about the
What's your
shiny.
cipher limit?
2.
Cool.
I got another thing. This is so much fun.
Oh.
What I didn't even see. Can I read it out loud?
Yes.
Okay, so I got a Sculptula token. Protects a small physical explosive. Yeah, up to a long distance away that explodes in an immediate radius and creates sticky strands of goo. PCs caught in the area must use a might base action to get out with difficulty determined by the Cypher level. NPCs break free if their level is. Oh, so basically, like I throw it and it explodes, and then it's a goo thing. It's a goo puddle.
so you will crush the Skulltula token and throw it. It's for those of you who have the Cypher system rulebook, this is a detonation web.
That's so cool. Nice. Well, collect that and then have the bow ready to go after something else.
Okay. The other two, there's still 2 enemies to deal with.
I'm stabbing something with my spear.
Yes. Stab a stab.
The bigger one is still here, right?
Oh yeah, the bigger one is still here.
We can get rid of that one.
Did you want to do the helpful thing, or do you just want to attack?
Is the one that died the one I've been hitting?
No.
Then I don't think I'll do the helpful one yet. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm also trying to find that. Do you know if that's an ability or?
It
because
is.
It's
under a skill. Yeah, it's under skills on my sheet.
I don't know that it should be, but.
Should it be a special ability?
Probably. I rolled a 15, which should hit. So 4 damage.
Yes.
Sorry about that.
Okay. It is now dead.
Yes.
The large.
Look at all the work I did. It's amazing.
By the way, Virus has run back out to check on Charles the Coco.
100% exactly what he would do. I love it.
It also explodes into this purple gaseous thing that coalesces, and there's this pearlescent orb on the ground where it was.
Shiny. I would pick up my loot.
Is Virus? I know this is a little meta, but is Virus still outside?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then I think I'm gonna smash this thing with a hammer.
Okay. Yeah. So the big one that you were hitting is now dead. So there's only the small one.
Cool.
The small, not golden one.
Cool. Is it by chance a little easier to hit?
Yes, it would only be a difficulty of 1. Yeah.
Okay.
So your target would be a 3.
I like that. So I'm going to use another might. My hammer. It is a difficulty of 1. Submit. I'm not going to put effort into the roll. Oh, I was going to put effort into the damage. Why didn't I ask? Okay.
Okay, so you would be able to.
To
spend it.
I was just going to spend 2 to get an extra effort of damage. So 3 extra damage.
All right. And with that, the last one also explodes.
Oh, okay. So what I think he's going to do is kind of being like frustrated at all of this. So he has like his hammer's almost like a sledgehammer size. So he's just going to like really wind it up and just come wailing down right into the center of so it like concaves. Just like it's done.
Yeah. It does the sploot, and then
they're all pearlescent.
No.
Cool. No.
No. The gas just dissipates.
Just dissipate. Okay, that's okay. Kind of clean off the head of the hammer.
Little pearl thing.
Are they all dead?
Yes.
Okay.
Virus. Charles is digging through the grain. God, he's just.
Charles, are you okay, buddy? Okay. Friends need help. I'm glad you're good. Stay here. Do not come through the door. Stay here. I can speak Coco. He's gonna run back in. Hey guys, Charles is wait. Where'd they go?
To answer your question, Soren, you know in Wind Waker where sometimes there's just like these little black balls. Yeah, it has a moderate number of rubies in it.
A moderate number of rupees. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
So you will have enough to buy a moderate item.
Don't I have to like throw it and crack it and then it explodes and I pick up all the rupees?
Yeah.
If I remember right. Okay, yeah. I'll just pick up all the little gems off the ground or whatever. I never thought
guy
about
from
how
Wind
that would
Waker,
work.
Did you guys play the mini game in Wind Waker where you have to shoot like the little
Sploosh
things in
kaboom.
the game, and he goes sploosh when you throw
Kaboom! Yeah.
thing and it breaks? Yeah, kaboom! When you throw it, I imagine it just goes. The sound it makes when it shatters is kaboom.
Yeah, it's an empty room. Sort of look around and just
Yeah, so there's still two things of note within these spider webs. There is the satchel, and there is the pulsing blue stone.
I'm interested in the stone.
Okay.
How nice is the satchel?
That's a question I don't think I've ever thought of asking.
You know? Would you like to make an intellect test?
I would love to.
I think it would be sort of a demanding thing. So a 9 will give you a lot of information.
Okay. Da, 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 da. Oh, I got a 4.
It's not dusty. It's not weathered. It's not worn. That's what you get.
I think she'll look around to her compatriots and be like, can I have that?
as long
Does
as
any-
you show us what's inside.
Oh yeah, we could totally look at it. I just wanted to, mine's kind of old, and that one looks pretty good. So
I had no problems with it.
That works for me.
okay, thanks.
You just dump out whatever's in there.
Yeah.
Not even caring.
Well, it is still within these webs.
Oh, okay.
I'll start using my spear to like just like taking a broom to the corner of the ceiling and just kind of like start scooping up web onto the spear and trying to get it out of the way.
Connor,
It'll take you a while, but yeah.
do I recognize the blue gem?
This would be a challenging roll, but you can make an intellect test.
Would drawing be an intellect test?
No.
Okay. I think I would doodle the kind of situation. Dead skulltulas and yep. And a blue orb and a satchel surrounded by webs.
Okay, so I kind of want to roll my physical die, but I don't know all the calculations that go into adding and all the everything else.
So, okay, so you're going to be making a challenging intellect test, which means you would need to just, without adding anything, hit a 15. You can spend some intellect effort in order to really think about it.
Yeah, I want to do that.
Okay, so that will cost you 3 points from your intellect pool.
Because I don't have edge. Oh shit. Okay.
If that would drop it to 0, let me know.
Drops me to 7.
Okay, then you're fine.
Yeah.
Think so hard.
So now you would have to beat a 12.
Do it.
I rolled a 2.
Oh.
So
you have no
the dice
idea
gods just hate me.
You have no idea what this is.
Once Soren gets all the like
Ignore that.
webs and stuff out of the way, she'll like walk up and she'll go to like grab the orb, but she's gonna use her weird arm to do it.
Okay.
Lessons have been learned. We don't touch anything anymore with the normal hand.
Yeah. I mean, you reach to it and pull it. It is a pulsing blue stone.
What does it do? Like, how do I go about like identifying what, like, is it doing anything? Like what's the,
Can
like, how
I
do I?
help?
Yeah.
So in order to identify it, with what you have right now, you would need to make that challenging intellect test.
Okay.
Can I help in any way? So rather than us both doing an intellect, can I help in some way to maybe lower it? Or
Yes, you can help and provide an asset, which would lower the difficulty by 1.
okay,
Also, I
great.
figured out what it is. So your helpful thing lets you
Mhm.
help as if you were trained. If you help and you are trained in a thing, the task is eased by 2 steps instead of 1.
Oh, that's important.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
So
so is it an action?
yeah, it's not like a special action you have to spend points on. It's an action anybody can take is the helping action. But yeah.
Got it. And so because I'm rather than helping it for 1, which a normal person could do, I can do it for 2.
Right. Yep.
Oh,
And
oh, but
then
I have
I
to be
can't.
trained in it, right?
No, you help as if you are trained, even if you are not.
Right.
That's
So
what your
awesome.
special ability is.
somebody who is trained would typically be able to do it by 2. But
Yeah.
Got
even
it.
though you're
Okay.
not,
Because
you're
of this.
very helpful.
Oh yeah, I'd love this then. Yeah, let's do it. I'm definitely helping. Do I need to roll anything for it?
No.
Oh, I love that even more.
I rolled a 14.
That's good, right?
Yes.
That beats difficulty 4.
Yes.
So I see Datuk helping kind of like with the sketches and kind of just thinking about other kind of books he's read and from all sorts of different things, kind of almost a shotgun approach, and maybe me just saying random things is kind of connecting things together. I don't know.
You've heard about this thing. You were trying to think of it earlier, but before you got some of your chronic pain, you remember this. You remember one of the teachers in Gerudo, um, really talking about these sorts of things from myth, that there were minerals that could channel the flow of time. They were called time shift stones. You don't remember specifically what, like, the specific uses of it or how to really tap into that. You know that there is a Gerudo witch who does know specifically what it's used for. Her name is Kuroke.
Okay.
She does not live with the Gerudo anymore. She lives in Castletown.
Oh, so close by.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
But with that, because you identified it, you may be able to try to tap into the arcane stuff of it. Doing so would require another intellect test.
Okay. I will do that then. Does my supernatural knowledge
Yes.
play into it? Okay, cool. So
It
that'll
absolutely does.
ease it by 1 level because I'm trained.
Right. So we will say this started out as a demanding.
I rolled a 16, so I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you focus on it, to the point where you could say that you're attuned to it. It is currently active. Do you try and deactivate it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just will see what happens.
All around you, it's like a pull, like it's like the opposite of a pulse. And all around you, there's just like this, the edge of that blue dome just coalesces on this point. Soren, the gem shatters in your hand.
Oh,
The webs disappear. The stone silo around you disappears.
Our milk.
The entirety of the ranch is replaced by this stone field again,
Charlie!
and Charlie is gone.
Can I grab the satchel before that? Before
The satchel appears.
Oh,
still there.
so we're in this. Are we in the snow now?
Yes.
Oh, she's gonna be so pissed at us 10,000 years ago for not picking up that milk.
So pissed 1,000 years ago. Yeah. Is it just like so it shatters into like pieces? Like, can I like pick up the pieces?
Mhm.
Okay. I'll gather the pieces and say, I'm sorry. I did not realize it would break. I think I know someone who might be able to tell us more about this.
Beerus is sobbing, like on his hands and knees. Charlie!
Oh, okay. Oh, well, after Vera stops crying, we can go find. Should
They're
we?
in Castle Town.
Oh, can we tell? Like, okay, so if we look out, like, has any time other than like normal time passed here? Like,
Hmm.
is Toba still like rolled up in a ball?
Toba's not
It's
there
still
anymore.
morning. Is it still
yeah,
morning?
is it still morning?
It's still morning. It's getting closer to noon.
Okay, so
Oh,
Like,
we have
time
to
has
wait.
passed.
Okay. How long did it feel like for us? Like, is it like a normal amount of time of like,
Like
you know,
30
we were
minutes.
walking? Okay, but it's not 30 minutes later in the morning. If that makes sense.
Does it seem like time traveled at the same rate?
Yeah, it was linear.
Oh,
Okay.
okay, it is okay. I think the tick will pick up the satchel, seeing that it's left kind of mysterious that everything else is gone except the satchel, and kind of pick up the satchel very cautiously.
Okay.
You kind of walk to everyone else.
Should we go back and? Cause didn't the train leaves at noon, right?
I don't remember saying a time. It was
Oh,
in a
okay.
couple of hours.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Um,
Oh, did we miss it? Oh no, it's like
It was only like 30 minutes or
yeah, it's
so.
only 30 minutes. We're good.
Yeah.
maybe we can. Should we look at what's in the satchel out here? Or
I think that would be safer.
okay.
Okay, and then what kind of sat is it? Like a string satchel pouch? Like how would I open it?
Is that latched?
It's a flap. Yeah.
Okay, so then
It's like a messenger bag.
kind of like away from everyone, not like so they can't see, but like just so if it does weird stuff, I'll kind of like latch it open and then kind of angle it, not so it falls out, but so we can see into it, but it's still kind of far away from everybody.
You open it up. I mean, there's a green book in there.
Oh, a green book. Then yeah, I'm getting really excited about a green book, and so I'll pull the book out. I'll hand the satchel over to. Oh, sorry. What's your character's name?
Sequel.
Siko.
Cole.
And then Siko.
Like Nicole, but sequel.
Got it. Siko. And then look at the book and see if I can read the, everything. Look at the binding. Make sure it's like a good book. Flip the pages. All that, book lover stuff.
So it is a green faux leather cover with gold embossing.
Nice.
The title is Hyrule Historia. Make a let me see.
While you're pondering, Beerus
let
is
me
going to
ponder.
get up and walk over and like, Charlie, like look in the satchel to see if he's in there.
It's like trying to hold on to it, but like helping.
Yeah, just like massive fucking Zora. Like it's like the satchel's like this big, right?
I don't think
Like,
he's in here.
Oh, maybe if we fix the
Why?
yeah, maybe if we fix the stone, we can find him again.
True.
Okay. Yeah,
Beerus.
sure.
Okay. I'm looking at the GM intrusions because I should be doing those because those give you experience. Which, by the way, everybody gets 2 experience.
Oh,
Ooh.
I'll take that. 2.
Because you all discovered something significant.
How much is an advancement? I can't remember.
4.
4. Okay.
Oh, nice.
Halfway there.
Halfway there.
Oh, this
Halfway
could
there.
relate to my background too. Okay, interesting.
I would like to intrude.
Okay.
You could find another Kuko. There are many around here. It will not be Charlie. In fact, one, like, you can see there's like a brown one, a black one that are just like sort of roosting together underneath some eaves, underneath a little hatch, like immediately right here. And there are just a couple of other ones just like roaming around.
So I'm gonna.
And some of them, like, they give you the same no thought expression that Charlie did. Almost like 10,000 years, that bloodline is still running strong. And they did not gain a brain cell.
Yet to gain brain cells.
So he'll walk up and be like, "Do you understand me?" Like, reach out and like try to pet again in the same way.
Make an intellect test. Difficulty 2.
How big will this chicken army
Need
grow?
to beat a 6.
Do I want to roll my physical die? Ooh, 15.
Nice.
You put your hands out. It doesn't want to move, but it just sort of puts its head down on your fingers.
That's cute.
He's gonna swoon.
This
Like, oh.
instead of Charles, it's Carl.
Bit of, yeah. Last one was what, Charlie? Yeah, we'll go Charlie the Coco. We'll go with
Marley.
Marley.
We just keep
We'll go with
rhyming.
Marley. Yeah.
Charlie, Marley, Barley,
Darley.
Farley,
Darley.
Actually, I'll go straight to Darley. A, B, C, D. Darley.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he's already used Arley and Barley already on other animals.
Where did those cocos go? We don't know.
So, okay. So with that, are you trying to take the chicken?
In time.
Is that
I'm
even
updating
a
my
question?
notes. Charlie the Coco, lost in time forever. ...
Are you taking Darley?
Yeah, I'm gonna see if he'll let me like scoop him up.
I mean, if you put your hands underneath the chicken, like, and get like your fingers around the legs, it will just be taken and be held.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick him up and I'm gonna like put him on my shoulder and scratch his little neck.
Hey, what are you doing with my Kuko? You looking to buy?
This is my Coco. His name's Darley. He's my friend.
I'm gonna check my little. I'm gonna check my wallet, as it is canonically called. Do I still have any rupees in there? Or are they gone?
Oh yeah, good question. I don't know if I have any
you
money.
still have them.
Okay.
So right now, everybody. So because you are tier 1 characters, you can buy inexpensive items just normally. Moderate things you may have to go out adventuring for. Right now, Soren has obtained enough rupees to buy a moderate item.
Would a cuckoo be an inexpensive or a moderate item?
That'd be a moderate.
A moderate. Okay, yeah. So you'll just kind of like sigh, and then take the bag of rupees and just hold them out with the normal arm. Don't want to scare anybody.
All right. I hope you you treat them well. Keep feeding them good. You may gain an experience. And Virus, would you also like to give another player an experience?
Oh yeah, I mean, very clearly, Soren's the reason I have a Kako, so I'm gonna give him an
Yay.
experience.
I'll get the most bows.
Great.
See, I told you he's my Kako, it's Darley.
Now, if I ever do that, and you are not comfortable, or really don't want to do what I am intruding upon, you can spend an experience. Just tell me no.
Oh,
That's kind of a cool mechanic. I like that.
that is a cool mechanic.
What color is
Result?
Darley?
What color is Darling?
What you said there were two of them a few minutes ago. There are two colors.
There's a black, and what was the other color?
There's black,
Brown.
brown. You could potentially have found a white or a cream.
I mean, I'm like an orca looking dude, so if there's a black one, that would have been the one that
Absolutely.
I grabbed. But I guess that's like me.
Okay. Please look up black koshin chicken. Black, like the color, Cochin.
Black.
Also say thanks for the raid, Praxiphoria, Thesmophoria. Woohoo! Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, welcome.
Oh wow,
That's a big chicken.
They are adorable. They also do come in Bantam sizes, so you can get them really tiny, but they're adorable. Those are the.
I think
those are
even
kind
the
of I
big
wrote in my
ones would be
stories.
very tiny to me.
No,
That's
it
awesome.
sounds
I'd
110 to
forgotten.
160.
I had forgotten the great wealth of chicken knowledge that Connor had.
I legitimately had no idea. So the fact that this is like just kind of happening is awesome.
That's so funny.
Oh, that's incorrect. That is Coco is a level 1 creature.
Does that mean it's not moderate priced anymore?
No, it's still moderate price.
Good try. Good try.
I'm giving you the stats for it. But
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
Sweet. Somebody was looking at the book.
Yes,
It's
I was.
Hyrule Historia. Did I ask you to make an intellect roll?
I don't think so.
I feel like I shouldn't be doing this.
Okay.
Okay.
Then
You recognize the author, but I need you to tell me why.
Ooh.
I like that a lot.
This is the intrusion.
I like that. Okay.
And I will tell you, this book is entitled Hyrule Historia. It is a mythology textbook that was published a little bit over 11 years ago. Its author is now the provost at Nadra College of History in Castletown.
Got it. Okay.
You know,
So I don't think I've read this book necessarily before. I don't think that's why I know it. But I think I know the author because he had
whose name, by the way, is it's Provost Eugene Amon.
Okay, let me just write that. Provost Eugene Amon, A-M-O-N.
Mm-hmm.
So I know Provost Eugene Amon because I think in their younger days, they kind of had like a Marco Polo tour of like the world of Historia. And like that kind of story was absolutely something I would read. Not only is it geography, but it's this kind of like, personal account of this grand adventure that they went on. And so while I don't know if I've read this necessarily, like their other writings before absolutely would have piqued my interest.
Right. Take an experience and give an experience.
I'll give an experience. Does it have to be related to the thing or just in
Not
general?
necessarily.
I will give the experience to Sikol. Yeah.
Correct answer.
All
Correct
right,
answer.
so everybody is at 3.
Everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
But
is
because
a way
the
to-
bad.
I was about to be pissed. I was going to be like, what the fuck? No, it's okay.
Okay. Now, there is something else in this scene.
Hmm.
There is something in between some of the pages of Hyrule Historia.
Ooh. I will flip through it and notice there's something amiss and take it out.
As you open it up, wedged, you flip to the page where it was wedged in. It's this piece of parchment, and it's bookmarked in a section where it's going over the myths from around the time of the unification of Hyrule.
Mm-hmm.
And this piece of parchment is an annotated map of Hyrule.
We got the map clear.
You recognize that there is a mark, like a notation, around Mabe Village Ranch, where you are currently.
Mm-hmm.
There is one in Gerudo Desert, west of Gerudo Town, one on Eventide Island, one in Mido Village, one in the Habra Mountains near Snow Peak, and one in Zora's Domain. I will send this list.
Okay, thank you. 6 locations, though, if I'm correct.
Mhm.
Okay.
But there's no other annotations.
Okay. And it was like written in the period of the unification era. Like that's in like the general book place.
The map was put in that section of the book.
Yeah, right. Okay. And it has 6 locations and it's like bookmarked in there. The annotated map of Hyrule, 6 locations. Cool. Perfect. Thank you. I would absolutely share this information. All I have is this is actually from an author, and I think he's getting a little book nerdy. Just kind of gets excited about it, talking about Provost Eugene Amon, and be like, so I think if I know this is kind of a history of the world. I've read so and so book, and I found this map. It has 6 locations on it. One should be kind of close by, actually. And there are 5 others.
Oh, the one is here.
Oh, it's right here. So we're on one of the locations, and there are 5 other ones.
I wonder if...
And just to let everybody know, we're starting to end.
Oh,
yeah.
Did you say that this book was written like recently?
11 years ago.
But where we were was...
Not
I don't know if the
years.
rest of you know this. We time traveled
About 10,000 years.
Presumably.
What?
Yeah, that's what I said.
That's why Charlie couldn't come.
Yeah, he's probably really old now.
Very,
Yeah.
very, 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 very old.
Look, either Charlie's dead or he looks like one of the beef jerky monks from Breath of the Wild.
Oh no. I very much hope he's dead.
Just waiting for Varys this whole time of being like,
Oh,
where'd you go?
Gavin, I swear to God, if you continue to pull my heartstrings like that, I'll regret not thanking you. I wonder if the place is circled because, like, where we are was circled, and we found stuff. I wonder if all these other circled places are where we'll find more stuff.
But is it like
think
more domes of time travel? Are there 5 other domes of time travel?
maybe more books.
Soren, did you tell us about did you tell us where your person was?
In Castletown.
Yeah. So
Soren, gee, you may know exactly what Kuroke is doing now,
Oh,
but what's the but? What's the but?
what's the but?
I have to touch the butt.
between the
What?
back and the legs. It's not sharp end.
Yeah,
of the
I'm not using these right. Yeah, why would you know what she's let me ask. Soren, were you trained magically at all?
I don't think so. I think that's like kind of the frustrating bit for Soren is that she doesn't really know anything about any of this stuff and now
Okay.
has to know stuff about it.
Okay, here's the intrusion. You know what Kuroke is doing. Did you piss her off whenever she left?
Probably. I would say yes. I think it was a like that was a point where Soren was really demanding for information and not in a nice way. And so I think that probably rubbed Kuroke the wrong way. Because it was like, oh no, but you got to tell me all the stuff you know. And Kuroke's like, I don't know anything. And then Soren just didn't really listen.
Dear.
I ain't gotta tell you nothing.
That takes time that you are not willing to spend with me. So
Oh, not the hag voice. I'm scared on
Well-
a Connor level.
you know Kuroke. You know Kuroke is a Gerudo witch. And she left like 10 years ago to teach at Dinral School of Sorcery in Castletown.
I do know where we can find a witch of my people who may know more about these sorts of things. We're not on the best terms, but I think it's worth the visit.
Would Soren know about the location in the desert?
Ooh.
That's a good point.
Is it like notable or is it just a random spot in the desert?
It's like a bigger circle, like maybe it was somewhere within this area. You know that it's farther out west in the desert than the civilized, like the bastions of civilization. Within the circle are a lot of things. The Desert Colossus, the pyramid. And you know that it was sort of out in those areas where you had your accident.
Right. Yeah, I think Soren would say first would be like, not a very good desert map. But but would say I know near where that is. The general area is familiar. There's quite a few things that could be.
I think Okay. I think Datuk is going to put the folded map, after we all take a good look at it, put it back in the book placement exactly where it was, but then kind of just try to take notes and do a rough sketch in his little notebook, for just kind of a personal frame of reference. And then put the book in his bag, which already has a lot of other books, but like he puts this one on top because he likes this new one. As long as no one else wants, he would offer, like, does anyone else want to see it before I put it away? I will probably get to reading it later, so if you could give it back at some point, I would love that.
There's 2 spots. Never mind.
Would I recognize the part of Zora's domain that the
It
that was
just
circled in
is
there?
the city.
Oh. So, like, as you're looking back, I know that one. I know that one very well. I didn't piss off anybody there, I don't think. Maybe I did, but not like she. Like, that one's a good one.
Okay, good. So we have a general idea where 3 of them are. 1 we're at, so that's almost half.
I would probably know the Hebra Mountains one. Hebra? Hebra.
We know
I
4.
don't know.
Oh, okay. Hebra.
People probably pronounce it both ways, and then it's like a Appalachia and Appalachia, where like one of them is correct.
Don't even get me started. That's my real life problem.
One of them is objectively correct. It's just everybody who's not from that area wants to say that it's properly said the other way, and they're all wrong. But like,
Yes.
you'll never get through to them.
I think the main, like, there's like a really
Guadalupe
wrong
and
way to say it,
Guadalupe.
and then there's like how soft that CH is, and that, that varies, and that's fine. But you gotta, like, the rest of that word you gotta get right.
Like in Texas, it's not Guadalupe, it's Guadalupe. Right? Like, it's, yeah. There's all kinds of shit like that.
Man, check.
So we know.
Place
Yeah,
the
so
shadow.
you have a map. You have a map with many places. That seems
the-
like an important discovery. Everybody gained an experience.
Yes.
Woo!
Ooh.
Look at us.
And
4.
with that important experience, and with everybody now having 4, and the ability to take an advancement if they so choose, that seems like a good place to stop.
Cool.
Woo! GG,
Got 4 XP
everybody.
and 2 chickens, yo. What's up?
Let's
Well, 1
go.
live chicken with us.
So
No,
yeah,
the other one's not
I mean-
dead. It's different time.
The
shit,
other
we
one
did some
is-
we did some tests, we did some combat, we did some discoveries. Like, I feel like that was a successful first session.
That
Very
was
special.
perfect.
That's how the
Really?
Cypher system is.
There we
That's
go.
what it
Sorry
is.
I missed all of combat to get my pizza delivery guy.
No, that's fine. I was fucking up the combat the whole damn time.
We were just trying to figure it's all good.
That's great.
I
And
do
now
think
we
it's
have
kind of
a
funny.
list.
Like, oh, go ahead, Blair. Sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna say, now we have a list of stuff to do, which is great. We have a bunch of different directions we can go.
It's like,
So
well,
many
that's 6
directions.
places.
2 of
6
them are in Castletown.
Yeah. All right. Well, oh my God. Thank you so much, Connor, for
Thank you,
opening up
yes.
this fantastic series. I'm excited.
Me too.
I think I'll speak on behalf of everybody. We're all pretty excited. Hope you're excited. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Let's do, if we have time, one more quick where everybody can find you. And then Ethan, if you can set up some kind of raid.
Who are we raiding? Where are we
possibly.
going?
Here, you do that. I'll send it over. Connor, one more time. Tell people where people can find you and stuff like that.
Hi, I'm Cyber1. I Twitch stream sometimes. I'm also on Indoor Adventures on Monday, playing D&D 5e. Sometimes I make TTRPG stuff and I just put them online for free, like the Cypher menu, like
Cypher
the
menu.
like the Hyrule notes are going to be whenever I finish them.
Hell
Awesome.
yeah.
So
Awesome.
hey, if you like this, if you want to play Zelda Cypher system, I'll make notes for it at some point. It's going to be free because I can't charge for IP that's not mine.
That's fair. That's fair.
It's fan content.
Yeah.
Yes.
For
Good
fun.
fan content.
Very good. Very good. Gavin.
I'm at HSC, so just watch all of the HSC things. I may be there, I may not.
That's good. Yeah, just watch everything. Maybe you'll see Gavin. Maybe you won't, but it's always a good time. Matt.
Gavin said. Except I have
Thanks,
also
guys.
I do play in the Mass Effect game every so often, which is a ton of fun. Ran by the Casey Patterson, one and only. And then I also play in Rise in the Orpheum, run by Sam Gunmetal Draws. Check his content out on Twitter. I think he's just Gunmetal Draws on Twitter, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. You draw?
Sounds a ton of fun. But yeah, otherwise just whatever else is going on at HSC. It's always a good time.
Hell yeah. Ethan.
Come for Red Markets on Thursday. I do think we're having it. The phrase "should be good" was used, so I think like it's pretty good. Other than that, I'm around on the internet, and sometimes I'm not.
Ooh,
I don't really go around and just be playing games with people all over the internet. I'm please. I have a dissertation. I have a dissertation to write.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm Blair _Canadian Moose. I'm here, or I'm on Fridays over at 2000 Tales playing Weird Web, or next Sunday I will be back on Lost Caravan playing Nova, and I'm over there sometimes. Come back Wednesday for Ascension Part 2, which we might have some people still in the chat. I saw a few familiar names. It is an excellent murder mystery thing happening in a mega building, and it's a part of the Cyberpunk Red anthology series that we have going. It's crazy. There's weird dreams and finding out things, and I make gifts of it sometimes. So it's super fun. I need to sit down. I'm kind of waiting to like marathon the whole thing to catch it all in full. But you should definitely be here. It's a great time. Simon Wandering. I get it wrong every single time. GM?
DM. It's DM.
Fuck. Wandering DM from the Wandering Society runs that, and it's fucking fantastic. So come back Wednesday, then Thursday, then Sunday for double feature. Rise of the Orphean and us again. So yeah, Ethan, who are we rating?
I think we're gonna rate GM Hina, or we're gonna try to.
Yes,
if I did the thing right.
GM Hina.
They are playing D&D. Looks like.
Hell yes.
Yeah. So,
I believe in your ability to successfully raid.
I typed in the /raid and then the channel, and I think that's what you're supposed to do.
I think
yes.
so.
I don't know if there's anything else that goes into that.
I don't see a thing that's up yet. Sometimes there's a thing that pops up.
Now maybe.
Oh, now it does. All right.
10 seconds.
Thank you, everybody. We love you, and let's go send some warm love to GM Hina. Yay! Bye.
Yay. Bye.